Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. This is Muthu Meenakshi from Pon Vidyashram. I welcome everyone to the next session, Class 8 Mathematics, Chapter 2, Linear Equations in One Variable. Before starting with today's session, children, let us see one of the famous quote from Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. I think all of you know about him. According to him, 5 tips to live a happier life. Number 1, love yourself. Number 2, always forgive. Number 3, do good. Number 4, harm no one. And number 5, be positive. The last one will work out well for the current situation. Children, be positive, and we will start with today's session. This is part 8 on chapter 2, linear equations in one variable. Here we will be solving the remaining problems from exercise 2.4. In the previous session, we have already discussed sum number 1 to 6 of the same exercise. Now we are going to continue with the remaining problems. Let's start our today's session, children. Now, this is question number 7 of the same exercise. First, let me read on the question. Hassan buys 2 kind of cloth materials for school uniforms, that is shirt material that costs him rupees 50 per meter and trouser material that costs him rupees 90 per meter. For every 2 meters of the trouser material, he buys 3 meters of the shirt material. So what is the meaning here is, for every 2 meters of trouser material, he is buying 3 meters of the shirt material. So he is buying trouser plus shirt. He sells the material at 12% and 10% profit respectively. His total sale is rupees 36,660. How much trouser material did he buy? That is the question. We'll discuss the answer now. So, let the material bought for trouser be 2x and the material for shirt be 3x. So, I repeat, children, for trouser we are taking it as 2x and for shirt we are taking it as 3x. Now, we have to find out the cost price, that is CP. I think you know what is CP and SP, no? We have already discussed about CP and SP in class 7. No. So, CP means cost price, the price for which you are buying any particular thing. Selling price means SP, that is the price at which you are selling the particular thing. So, the cost price of 2x meters of trouser material is rupees 90. So, what we should do? We have to multiply 2x into 90. The result will be 180x. Similarly, the cost price of 3x meters of shirt material, that is, the cost is 50 for the shirt material. So, it is 50 into 3x, that is 150x. Now, he has taken a profit when he is going to sell the shirt and the trouser. He is getting the profit of 12% and 10%. So, first we will find out the profit for the shirt material, that is 12% profit. Okay. So, if it is 12% profit means it is 100 plus 12. So, it is 112. It is percentage. So, it is 112 divided by 100. Now, the shirt material we have found out the cost as 150. So, it is 150x into 112 by 100, which will give you the result as rupees 168x. Now, the same thing we are going to apply for the trouser material. Again, the SP for the trouser material will be, we have got a profit of 10%, so it is 110 by 100, that is 180x into 110 by 100, which will give you the result as 198x. Now, we need to find out the total selling price. So, what you should do? You have to take the selling price of shirt and trouser and add both. So, that will give you the result as 168x plus 198x, that is nothing but 366x. But the total selling price from the question, it is mentioned as 36,660. We are going to equate this 366x to this 36,660. On solving this, it will give you the result as the value for x is 100.16. So we have to find out only for the rate of trouser material. So it is 2 into 100.16, that is 200.32 meters, that is approximately 200 meters. I think you understood this one, children. Now the next problem of the same exercise. Half of a herd of deer are grazing in the field and 3/4 of the remaining are playing nearby. The rest 9 are drinking water from the pond. Find the number of deer in the herd. Okay, let us see the solution for this problem, children. First of all, let us consider the number of the deer in the herd as x. Now, the number of deer grazing in the field, it is half. So, we will take the value as x by 2. Now, the next one, 3/4 of the remaining are playing nearby. According to the question, it is given as 3/4 of the remaining are playing nearby. So, we have to find out the number of deer playing nearby. So, what is that? 3/4 of the remaining are playing nearby. And the next line, it is given as the rest 9 are drinking water from the pond. Find the number of deer in the herd. So, as I have told you, now we have found out the number of deer grazing in the field. That is nothing but x by 2. Number of deer playing nearby. So, that is 3/4 of the remaining. So, it is 3 by 4 into x minus x by 2, because the total number is x. Number of deer grazing in the field is x by 2. To find out the remaining, what you should do? We have to subtract x minus x by 2, which will give you the result as 3 by 4 into x by 2. On solving this, you will get the result as 3x by 8. Number of deer drinking water is equal to 9. So, we have to add all the total, that is x plus 3x by 8 plus 9 is equal to x. So, 8 into x by 2 plus 8 into 3x by 8 plus 8 into 9 is equal to 8 into x. What I am doing is I am multiplying by 8 on both the sides to eliminate the number 8. On solving this in the next step, you will get the result as 4x plus 3x plus 72 is equal to 8x. So, 4x plus 3x is 7x. Bring this 8x to the other side, that will be minus 8x. So, 7x minus 8x is equal to minus 72. Now, the result is minus x is equal to minus 72. Minus on both sides will get cancelled. So, the value for x is 72. So, be very clear, children. First, let us consider the number of deer in the herd to be x. Next, it is number of deer grazing in the field. So, it is half. So, I am taking the value as x by 2. Next one, it is number of deer playing nearby. So, playing nearby. To find out the value for playing nearby, it is 3/4 of the remaining. So, it is 3 by 4 into x minus x by 2. And the rest 9 are drinking water from the pond. So, number of deer drinking water is 9. We have to add all the 3 and we will get the result as total number of deer that is present. So, x plus x by 2 plus 3x by 8 plus 9 is equal to x. On solving this equation, you will get the value for x as 72. Please practice this problem after you watch the video. Now, we will move on to the next problem. Next, it is question number 9 from the same exercise. A grandfather is 10 times older than his granddaughter. He is also 54 years older than her. Find their present ages. From this chapter, we have discussed so many problems related to age. Again, there is one more age problem. First of all, let me consider the present age of grandfather to be x years. Now, if the present age of grandfather is x years, what will be the present age of the grandfather? The present age of granddaughter is x years. What will be the present age of grandfather? Look at the question, children. Grandfather is 10 times older than his granddaughter. So if you consider granddaughter's age to be x, the age of grandfather will be 10x. How it is 10x? Because it is 10 times. So it is 10 multiplied by x. Now see the next line from the question. He is also 54 years older than her. So what do you mean by this? According to the question, what it is given? He is also 54 years older than her. So according to the given condition, 10x minus x is equal to 54. So on solving this one, 10x minus x is equal to 54. That is nothing but 9x is equal to 54. Now the value for x will be 54 divided by 9. That is equal to 6. So the present age of granddaughter is 6 years and the present age of grandfather is nothing but we have taken as 10x. Yes or no? So what you should do? We have to multiply the value of x with 10. So it is 10 into 6. That is nothing but 60 years. To conclude, the solution for this problem is the present age of granddaughter is 6 years and present age of grandfather is 60 years. If you want, you can substitute the value of x in the equation to cross check your answer. Now let's move on to the last problem in the exercise. Here the question is, a man's age is 3 times his son's age. 10 years ago he was 5 times his son's age. Find their present ages. Again, it is also one of the age related problem. Let us discuss this one. As I told you, let us consider the present age of the son to be x years. Now what will be the age of his father, that is a man? That is 3 times his son's age. So it is nothing but 3x. Look at the first line in the question. A man's age is 3 times. A man's age is 3 times his son's age. So the present age of the father, that is a man, will be 3x. So 10 years ago. What do you mean by the word 10 years ago, children? It is before 10 years. Yes or no? If it is 10 years ago means it is before 10 years. So before 10 years, you have to find the age of son as well as age of the father. So before 10 years, the age of the son will be x minus 10 and age of the father will be 3x minus 10. According to the condition, look at the condition. 10 years ago, he was 5 times his son's age. So how will you frame the equation? 3x minus 10, the father, is equal to 5 times the son's age, that is 5 into x minus 10. So 3x minus 10 is equal to 5 into x, that is 5x minus 5 into minus 10, that is minus 50. On solving this equation by using the method of transposition, you will get the result as 5x minus 3x is equal to 10 plus 50. That is equal to 2x is equal to 40. The value for x will be 20. To conclude, the age of the son is 20 years and age of the father is 20 into 3, that is 60 years. Because we have taken the condition as 3x. So what you will do? You will multiply 3 with 20. That is 20 into 3. So the result is 60 years. To conclude, the age of the son is 20 years and the age of the father is 60 years. With this problem, we are completing exercise 2.4. Till we have 2 more exercise, that is 2.5 and 2.6, which we will discuss in the next sessions. Thank you, children. Before concluding today's session, let us see what is mathematics of life. See, children, life. We will discuss what is mathematics of life. That is, life plus laughter into love minus hate will give you the result as happiness. I repeat once again. Life plus laughter into love minus hate is equal to happiness. So to achieve happiness, see what all we are doing. Thank you, children.